Good afternoon. Thank you for being with us. A Conservative MP has been suspended from the parliamentary party following newspaper claims that he misused campaign funds. Mark Menzies, the Conservative MP filed in Lancashire, disputes the allegations but has had the whip withdrawn while he is investigated. Now, Sky News understands he's no longer a trade envoy. Let's bring in our political correspondent, Gurpreet Narwan, who is in Westminster for us. Afternoon to you, Gurpreet. So, give us some of the details to this story and why the whip has been suspended.
So it all relates to the MP filed in Lancashire, Mark Menzies. The allegation is that on one night in December, he made a phone call to an elderly campaign volunteer asking for money, £5,000 to be specific, to, and I quote this, pay off bad people. According to the Times newspaper, which broke that story, he said that he was locked in a flat and that he needed the money as a matter of life and death. A few hours later in the morning, his office manager withdrew £6,500 from her personal savings account because the amount being demanded had increased by another £1,500 and paid Mr. Menzies. The office manager was then reimbursed from the campaign donations kitty. Now, important to stress that Mr. Menzies says he strongly disputes the allegations, but as you pointed out, he has been suspended from the Conservative Party pending an investigation. He's also lost his position as trade envoy. I'll read you the statement that he released in response to that story. He said, "I strongly dispute the allegations put to me. I have fully complied with all the rules for declarations. As there is an investigation going on, I will not be commenting further." So there's still a lot we don't know about what happened and why, but we do know that this was first reported to the former Chief Whip, Simon Hart, back in January. But the party only suspended Mr. Menzies after that story broke, which has obviously raised questions about why the party has been so slow to respond. Labour were obviously making a point out of that today. We can have a listen to what Keir Starmer had to say about it all.
There are obviously a lot of unanswered questions in relation to these allegations, not least why it seems the Conservative Party took so long to act and whether they've reported this to the police, who it seems to me should be involved in this.
It's also not necessarily a one-off because it's also been reported that he made a similar phone call a while back, 4 years ago, in which he requested £3,000 to cover medical bills, which he said he would then pay back. A further £4,000 and £7,000 were also requested and paid to Mr. Menzies. None of that was, in fact, paid back. Before that, though, in 2014, while working as a ministerial aide, he was forced to quit amid claims that he had paid a male escort for sex. And 3 years later, he found himself being questioned by the police after he was accused of deliberately getting his friend's dog drunk. The Conservative Party spokesperson, as I said, confirmed that an investigation is ongoing, but said that the process would remain confidential. So in the meantime, Mr. Menzies is now sitting as an independent MP while that investigation is ongoing. He now joins more than a dozen MPs who have lost the Tory whip since 2019.